Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beading broadcast. I hope that you can hear me and I hope that you can see me because today I would like to tell you all what we have experienced at the Great British Bead Show. Please let me know in a comment if you can hear me, if you can see me. I was really looking forward to seeing you again, to spending time with you again. As last week we had an offline, no one has to be alone because we were traveling to the United Kingdom. We have a Facebook user friend saying welcome home. Thank you so much. Susan is here and Andrea is here, and Facebook user friend says that she can hear me and see me. Wonderful. And Ginny is here, and Angelica is here, and Kata is here, and Erika, and Yosin, and Corinne, and Ula, and Antoinette, and Martika, and Cindy, and Claire, and Lita, Marianne, Connie, Belinda, Ellie, Lutka, Aniko, Niti, Deborah, Rachel, Nancy, Joanna. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for your lovely comments. If you haven't heard your name, then it means that I don't see your name, that I see you as Facebook user. You can watch today's video live at the same time from the Beading School Facebook Club, from the Beading School Facebook page. I think I accidentally also put it up on my private profile. It can happen. And also on the Beading School YouTube channel. And in case that you are watching from the club, then it means that my broadcasting program that I use, this clever one that makes it possible so I can show you pictures and I can invite a guest, or I can share my hand camera when I am beading. It can't see what's happening in the Beading School Club because it's a closed space. So you might need to give it permission by clicking on the link in the description, so then I can see you and I can greet you personally. It makes it easier for me to answer a question if you have a question, and also it just makes it so much more personal. The program doesn't do anything else, just shows me your name. So then I can also say, hi, Joanna, and hi, Nancy, and hi, Janine, and Katja, and Marta. I hope that the moving goes well, and Corinne, and Timmy is here. And you're saying that I'm backwards. Is this better? It feels weird now because for me now it's backwards a bit. And Sherry is here, and Debbie's here, and Irina, and Elena, and Robin, and Palima, and Jennifer, and Belinda, and Christiana, and Vanya, and Jessica. So today I would like to tell you about the Great British Bead Show and what we have been up to during the past days, together with Susie, who joined me, and also many of our beaders from the Facebook club, from the Beading School Facebook club, who could make it. So first of all, what is the Great British Bead Show? So the Great British Bead Show is the biggest beading meeting currently organized for beaders in the United Kingdom. It is one of the many activities of the Beadworkers Guild, who are also responsible for the International Beading Week and for the Beadworkers Guild Journal. Hands up that who is already a member of the Beadworkers Guild. You can become a member actually from all over the world. You don't have to live in the United Kingdom. And I think on one hand, it has this really nice sense of belonging to a guild. It sounds so medieval and so like I don't know, adventurous to belong to a guild, but also it has many, many perks, including the Beadworkers Guild journal shipped to you 4 times a year. And Sunshine is showing hands up that she's a member of the guild. Who else? Facebook user friend is member of the guild. Anne is a member of the guild. Nancy is also a member. And hi, Marionske. Yes, she says, welcome back in rainy Netherlands. Indeed, I managed one ice cream yesterday. It was my reward to myself as I was walking home from the train station, but now we are back to the normal gloomy weather. Susan is a member, Kata is a member, Marianne, Ola, Elena is already a member for the 2nd year, Claire, of course, Sherry, Alicia, Corinne, Jill, Marianne. So indeed, we do have Beading School Club beaders, many of us who also belong to the guild. So it was for me a great pleasure and honor that on the invitation of the guild, I could be the masterclass teacher of the event. And I brought with me not only 3 brand new projects that I was teaching during these days, but I brought with me my friend and colleague Susie, and also a box full of sparkles so we could show beaders visiting what we at Beading School are creating for them to enjoy. And behind the scenes, actually, we were getting ready already for a long, long, long time. Actually, when I was proof beading the Theodora pendant, then it was happening on the beach last August in Bloemendaal. Marionske and Elena will for sure know it. And while my friends were swimming, then I was proof beading the Theodora pendant, so I could send it to the guild for taking pictures about it. And so, as I said, behind the scenes, we were getting ready already for a long time to go to the Great British Bead Show. But it seems that our friends at the guild and also beaders visiting were waiting for us eagerly too. So right after our arrival, that we managed to time perfectly, because Susie, who also just joined us now, and me, we landed in Birmingham with literally a 5-minute difference. And then Rowena of the Beadworkers Guild was waiting for us with 2 colorful signs that her sister's kiddos prepared for us. So just let me show you. So this was the most ceremonious welcome committee that I have ever experienced. So we exited together with Susie to the arrival hall, and this is how Rowena was waiting for us. And in the meanwhile, actually, Anne is mentioning that you don't even need to be a member, but you can join a monthly drop-in meeting through Zoom at the end of each month, where you can get to know the guild. So it is a really nice possibility. And in the meanwhile, Jackie joined us, and Elena, and Terry, and Brit Marie, and Ellie, and Gisela. So not long after our arrival in Staverton, we met a fellow beader who absolutely made our day. And she's also here with us. So before the show, Claire did research before traveling and prepared a beaded brooch for everyone from the Beading School Club who was attending. We all wore beading school mandalas proudly in fuchsia, turquoise, and yellow, of course, on our jackets and our blouses during the show, so you could recognize us. And it was just so sweet. Claire also prepared for us some sweet treats and some recipes that I am about to try, especially the apple cake from the area where she lives. And later we were also joined by Angelica and Mektab, and we had a super fun evening. This is us from left to right. It's Zuzi and Angelica and Mektab and Claire and me. And we spent the evening together and had a glass of wine, had cakes, but most importantly, it just felt so good to finally sit together at the same table. And already that first evening, for me, it felt like we really belonged together, despite the fact that it was the first time, and I hope that not the last, when we finally could see each other face to face. So beads and the love of beadwork were certainly a strong enough glue. And it is noticing the desserts. So desserts were included with all the meals. So we took advantage of that, of course. And then later the ladies continued chatting longer into the night, but I went to sleep that day early. The next day, the first class was happening out of the 3. So the next day we got up with Zuzi earlier a bit to set up our classroom for the next 3 days when we were teaching. And I designed 3 brand new jewels for the show. Each of them I try to bring a different technical aspect. So the ladies could leave the classroom not only with a beautiful new jewel, but also with a new beading skill. So during the first day, it was a full class, and 15 beaders were learning together how to make the Theodora pendant. And I have to say that out of the 3, this was my favorite project because it has this historical vibe, and also like all the cabochons and layers, and the net of bugle beads. It's just, it was really fun to bead. And it was super nice because many of the ladies were leaving the classroom with finished or nearly finished jewel. We made a little competition that the first beader who will bring to me a finished Theodora pendant, complete with the veil and all the thread ends secured and trimmed, she actually got a gift from me, one of the beading school mandala cabochons that we made in collaboration with Golem Design Studio. So Rosie was the first to bring me her Theodora necklace, but she was so sweet because her friend Elaine finished second, and Elaine loved the cabochons, so Rosie let Elaine choose the cabochon for her to enjoy. And in the meanwhile, Robin was asking if Zuzi was helping to teach, and indeed it was super fun to teach again together. In the past, we used to teach classes in my bead shop in Bratislava in Slovakia, but for many years we did not experience this, so she was a great help, and yeah, we were teaching together. And during the Theodora, as you could see, Theodora class, as you could see, we bezeled cabochons and pearls with two different techniques, starting with a peyote bezel and then chatons with square stitch bezels, but all of them we did in one go without having to add a new thread. And then we added a layer of slender bugle beads and preciosa suvan rhinestones to make it even sparklier, and for me this brings it a more modern look. You could see on this picture that the printed tutorial and the kits that we prepared were not the only ones that we brought to the class. So there was also a little sparkly gift in Beading School colors for everyone who was participating, and lucky beaders who participated in all three classes. We indeed had beaders who came every day to bead with us. They went home, of course, with 3 little gifts, but I also love to bring a little sweet treat with me from the Netherlands. So while we got to know each other at the beginning of the class, we also enjoyed some stroopwafels that I brought from the Netherlands. And with Susie, we told about this trick that you can actually put your stroopwafel. It is a cookie flattened and then filled with caramel syrup on top of your hot drink, so the caramel syrup melts inside. And our beaders, many of them used to like dunking cookies, ginger cookies, as we learned, into their teas, also liked the idea of like melting the caramel on top of the drinks. So that was a really nice way also to connect. And Angelica was there in the class, and she's referring to Rosie that yes, indeed, she did finish first, and she even frogged up half of my pendant without me knowing. I was having a coffee that was made incorrectly to spare me from the heartache. Or yeah, it's probably Susie helping you, right? And Jackie says, I really love how the bugles are framing the drops. It's a good part of it. And Miriam is here, and Susan is here, and she says, love Theodora, please offer it in a kit. So ladies, very important information. If I know that, well, the United Kingdom is not so close for everyone from all around the world. So if you had to skip participating in person, later you will have a chance to beat Theodora with us. And in that case, please make sure to register for the Beading School Advent calendar for this year, because that is when the Theodora pendant kits and with the tutorial will be available. It won't be available outside of the Advent calendar. Brit Marie is asking how big is the pendant, and I can't see it now. I don't know where did I put it actually. I'm still like getting organized and unpacking, but I will show it to you in my hand, okay? And Christine joined us. Katja is saying, indeed, beautiful pendant. Hope to grab one during the Advent calendar. So I'm really happy that you like it. The second day, we were beading the Pomona earring. Oh, I have pictures from the class. I'm making a really stupid face here, but anyway, our beaders are cute, so it's okay. So this is a picture from the class. So it was really, really nice to be there together. Chloe luckily made a better picture. So this I actually find more bettering. And back to teaching. So the second day, it brought us the Pomona earring, and it was a very, very successful class because all our beaders who participated, they left the class with a finished or like a nearly 99% finished whole pair of earrings. So here we were focusing on square stitch bezels because that is the center point of the earring. So we really wanted to make sure that not only is the square stitch bezel finished and then decorated further, but we talked a lot about how to make it nice, how much you pull, how do you know that how much do you need to pull, how do you make the lines smooth around the cabochon. So that was the focus, and then we were also attaching the drop and the earring, making sure that it stands the right way. So it was fun. And then to celebrate that everyone finished a whole pair of earrings, then we rewarded the group with a spontaneous dance together with Susie, and a recording of that you can actually find in the Beading School Club. And please note that those are my best dance moves, so please don't judge harshly. And hi Samia also. And Angelica says, I really like how the haftilas create an elevated bezel here. And indeed, it is a bit like 3D, the haftilas forming a cup around the bezel. And Claire says, I was a square stitch bezel virgin before this weekend. And then Claire did at least 6 square stitch bezels during this weekend. So that was a big progress, making very beautiful bezels at the end. And then during the last day, we were beading the Ingrid bracelet. It is full of rhinestones. The whole motif, it consists of 6 and 4 millimeter rhinestones with only a bit of seed beads, and then joined together with navet cabochons. So also there was a bit like more challenging thread path that showed our beaders not only how to bead the first motif, but also how to add the next consecutive motifs without having to add a new thread every time. So it proved to be actually a pretty challenging topic, and it was super funny because at one point our beaders all left the room, and I was like, oh my god, they gave it up. This is more difficult than I expected. But then I went after them to also get a bit more coffee. And yeah, so everyone was watching the coronation ceremony of the new king of the United Kingdom. So I was like, okay, this is a good enough reason to abandon the class for a little bit. So we were really laughing about that. And also it was a special time to spend in the United Kingdom for sure. And you can see on the picture Sandy, and next to her Hazel, who only beaded very few projects before this, but their dedication and good mood was just incredible. So everyone, including our beginner beaders, left the classroom with at least 2 or 3 motifs that they made. Sherry is asking in the meanwhile that if all the 3 kits will be available during the Advent, and I think that actually Pomona and Ingrid shall be available sooner. I would say maybe International Beading Week, but Theodora will come only during the Beading School Advent calendar. And Dawn also joined us, and Laura also joined us, and Eve. And Eve says, I would love to learn the technique for the earrings and bracelets. And Joanna, hi! So good to see you. In between the classes, we spent time with, on one hand, lots of talking and joking and laughing, and it was really something special. But there were also dedicated areas where we could admire works of the members of the Beadworkers Guild. So there was a room with challenge pieces exhibited, and then on the corridor there was an exhibition area for pieces, all made in royal purple. And I really loved this beaded bead on one hand, but my absolute favorite was this tiny beaded elephant. The design is from Thread Bead. It is made by Lindsay, and this is incredibly cute. I love it. And then Sunday was dedicated to the Bead Bazaar. I'm looking for pictures from the bazaar. Just a moment. So this is a little part of our table. So it was funny because while all the other bead shops, they were from the United Kingdom, and they arrived with cars and trucks and pickup trucks fully packed, then both me and Susie traveled with only carry-on packages. But I think we learned a lesson from the beading school treasury, because we were really efficient and made a nice exhibition. So it included showing pieces from the Beading School Academy teams. This is Susie setting up, but also we shared with beaders visiting what the Beading School Academy is about, and showed them our dangerous fuchsia boxes. The biggest treat was to spend time together with beaders with whom we are beading and meeting online regularly, but now finally we could see each other face to face. So a special treat was to hug Chloe of Pink Hot Jewels, who was beading with us her puffy jewels last year during a No One Has to Bead Alone workshop. And I remember that many of you enjoyed beading with her. And well, when 2 creatives come together, then of course they start to cook up new plans as soon as they have a chance. So I can promise that Chloe is coming back to bead with us again, and we can look forward to another fun workshop with her a little bit later. So this is me and Chloe and Susie in her beading school t-shirt. And Sherry says that she also finds the elephant adorable. And Angelica is repacking her haul from the bazaar. She measured it. It's 1.3 kilos. I saw it. And Susie says, Chloe is so inspiring. I love her style. Then we have another Chloe fan here. So, besides beading and bead shopping and talking about beads that are, of course, separate hobbies, as we very well know, it was also exciting to connect on even more levels. So, another occasion to connect with each other was about over tasting cakes, and on the left side you can actually see the cute brooches that Claire made for us, and then on the right side you can see a picture from one of our evenings when we could not make a choice that which dessert should we taste. So there was a bar, an open bar. So then we ended up taking one of each to our table and then digging in everyone with a spoon, tasting everything together. Some of our beaders also discovered the joys of beading in the bar, and there was a moment when 4 or 5 of us were standing in a circle and we were talking about all kinds of things, and we discovered that besides beading there are also there are more things in our lives that connect us, and in this case it was sheep, lamb, how they found their way to each of us's life in these different ways. But you have to come next year to find out what it was about. And I am very grateful for every beader who joined us, who came to our workshops, who stopped to have breakfast or lunch or dinner or a drink together, or who visited us at the bazaar. And of course I am also grateful to the guild for the invitation. You all recharged me with a big dose of beading energy, not only by beading together, but on top of that with all the nice chats and the unbelievable amount of laughter that we had together. So you are all awesome, and I hope that in the future we will have a possibility to meet again. And also thank you so much for joining me today to listen to my stories from the Great British Bead Show. And do you maybe have any questions about the show and how it went and everything that anything that comes to your mind? Dawn says, this all sounds great for the future. Great to see and hear you all had such a great, happy, creative time. Claire says, I'm still buzzing with all the creative energy. And Elena says, it's definitely such a great event. So much fun, and even to see the photos. Angelica is asking if I will go next year. So the Great British Bead Show is happening every 2 years. Next year it will be a different kind of event. And I think 2 years in advance, I can't say yes or no, but definitely it was an amazing time and it would be lovely to go again. Elena is asking, was it difficult to reach the location? And I have to say it wasn't, but it was also thanks to Rowena who picked us up. So from Amsterdam, I could fly directly to Birmingham. It was a 55 minutes flight. And then it's about 40-50 minutes by car to the hotel where it was happening. But if you wanted to go by public transport, then it would have been more complicated. Next year, the venue will be changing, so I don't know yet that where it will be happening, so it might be different. Brit Marie says, I hope I can go to next year's Great British Bead Show. Someone is asking, no coffee for Erika in the coffee time with Erika. Erika drank her coffee recently, so no more coffee. I'm just smelling it now. The last drops of it. And Dawn is asking, was the event in the hotel that you stayed at? What beads did you buy, Erika? So yeah, the show was happening in the hotel right away. There were rooms with classrooms and also a bigger room for the bazaar, and everything was right there. Miriam was asking if we needed to do something extra because of Brexit. Yes, I'm not a fan of, that we had to do it. It became a bit complicated because of Brexit, but we made it work. But it will always be happening. Someone was asking if it's always happening in the UK. Yes, indeed. And we will now continue, of course, with our online events and meetings. So this Friday, I am looking forward to meeting you for No One Has to Bead Alone. And this time we will be beading one of Zuzi's design, the Tangier earring. So it will be on the 12th of May, and I would love to bead it with all of you. So please mark going at the event, invite your friends, and prepare your beads. It's a really cute little design, a star-shaped or flower-shaped motif with a 7mm chaton rose in the middle. You can use your beads still from the Jardin Majorelle box. That was our previous theme for the Beading School Academy, or from your own stash, of course. Everything is also available at Beading School, at the Beading School Bead Shop. And I'm looking forward to cook up my own color combination. I don't know yet if I will stick to the Jardin Majorelle colors or I will try something else. And Angelika is asking about the timeline of the next theme with puppy eyes. And that is the next piece of information that I would love to share with you. So next week during Coffee Time with Erika, we will have the big reveal and the unboxing of the next May and June theme of the Beading School Academy. So stay tuned. It's coming. On Friday, you may get some hints what kind of beads and shapes we will be using. And this is actually our top-up week. So if you would like to take advantage of the free shipping option that we are offering with your Beading School Academy boxes. So we will start shipping them out next week. And if you place an order now and you are a Beading School Academy student on the turquoise or fuchsia level, then we will pack everything together to make sure that you can have your beads without having to pay extra for shipping. Shipping is included in the price of the academy. And next week also there will be a No One Has to Bead Alone design. I will show it shortly. It will be a retro No One Has to Bead Alone design. And And Facebook user friend is asking us, are you teaching us how to bezel the chaton, or do we have to prepare it beforehand? I will show it during the video this time. So, lovelies, there is one more thing, because also my friend Andrea was preparing with her team for the Beading School Academy Top-Up Week. So I would also like to show you what you can find now, newly added to the Beading School bead shop. So I went into in the bead shop section, which is a very handy area to find out what is new. And as you can see, we have just added some Miyuki beading needles between the basic tools that you need all the time. We added a new color of Preciosa, 2 new colors of Preciosa bicones, connectors for ball chains, new earrings, Caribbean blue, not Caribbean blue opal, but Caribbean blue, a slightly different shade of 12 millimeter glass cabochons cushion cut. Then we have new 4mm Suwon rhinestones, amethyst in gold color. We have a bunch of new size 11 Miyuki Delica beads in pink and green. It has nothing to do with the next team's colors. This is not a hint. Then we also have some cute little heart-shaped charms in different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 colors. Then this is something that I absolutely love. We had the gold version of this metal bead in the last box, in the Jardin Majorelle box, and now it's also available in a silver version. Susie used the gold version together with the Agadir beaded bead in a very, very nice necklace. So I hope that she will show it in the club because I really love it. Then we had this crescent-shaped filigree in gold color already in the previous box. So now 5 more colors: silver, gunmetal black, antique bronze, antique copper, and antique silver are also available. And the last new bead that Timmy and Andrea added are Miyuki drops in metallic crystal Labrador full. So I hope you like them. I would also recommend to check out the treasury restock part of the bead shop. It is something that we added recently. And here you can see goodies that were available in the past, and we managed to bring them back. Miriam is asking if these filigrees were from the historic collection. Indeed, these are from the historic collection. All the crescent ones, and also this one that we managed to restock. Also, the Caribbean blue cushion cuts were restocked. The celebration flower ear studs. This is something that many of you were looking forward to, I know. The Jardin Majorelle clasp in gold color. We have, yay, Ruxandra's kits and tutorials available again in 5 colors. Cotton balls, charms and earrings. The matte opaque espresso Miyuki Delica. And then something that was sold out for quite some time. They are the ear studs for the half drilled Preciosa nacre pearls in 8 and 6 millimeter size. So I really recommend looking into the new in the bead shop and the treasury restock parts. And Nancy is asking, any hope for the peach rectangles? Dear Nancy, they are nearly there, already traveling. It took longer, I think, this color, basically because I ordered double amount from them compared to the other colors. So all the other colors were already delivered to the treasury earlier, but I think the factory needed more time for this, and it's, yeah, because actually a double amount will be coming. I think we need 1 more week, hopefully maybe Friday, or maybe Friday, Monday, until they come. And then Rachel is asking, have the birthday week boxes started shipping? Yes, indeed, they have started shipping. And Gemma is asking, why doesn't my name appear? So you might need to click on the link again and again. It is just like 3 seconds to do that. You can like open the description and click the link. Sometimes your name disappears again, so you might need to do it once during every broadcast. And Irene is asking, I thought I ordered my next Fuchsia Academy box already. When you sign up once for the Fuchsia boxes, for the Beading School Academy boxes, then unless you cancel, then the next box will ship out to you automatically and payments go automatically, since it is a membership system. You can always check the status of your orders and your membership, Beading School Academy membership, actually, if you log into your account and then check your account information. And then we have a happy comment to close today's broadcast. Belinda says, yay, I managed to snag some of the beautiful Caribbean blue cabs. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today. And thank you for all the beautiful experiences at the Great British Bead Show. And I can't wait to bead with you again during this week's No One Has to Bead Alone session. Bye bye, everyone. Take care and happy beading.